Hello, this is the Kind-Hearted Elf. We're doing a raiding climb road to 1000 Elo, chess.com. And I'm playing the white pieces here. I'm playing King's Pawn opening e4 into a King's Indian attack setup. Okay. Interesting. So here, sort of gonna have to delay my castling. Go here to defend. Here and then here. So I probably misplayed the move orders here. Probably should have done this first. It's queen here walking into anything. Here, here, here. Probably should have played this first. I think that's still okay. Imagine this next, and then this. Okay, so I might want to push that. Might want to preempt this, actually, because I think that's the idea. So maybe he'll go here with his bishop instead. Okay. I castle. Place c3 to drive into the center here. Maybe just support here, here. Dropping the queen back there feels really slow. Okay. I'd rather he took me here. So if I go here, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. Is that working? Should I play this? Here he takes. I have this. He'll do that, and then I'll pull back here. Or do I stick to my guns? Do I go here, he takes, I take. He takes. He can't take or I take. So I think knight here works. If he takes, I take back with my knight. Okay, he pushes forward, closing up the position. If I go here, I can threaten to play this as well. Threaten c3. Am I walking into anything with this? Here, here, here. I think I prefer this because if I hit this, he could go here, then I've got this, take back with the pawn. And I think I'm usually happy to trade off my knight for his bishop. Unless he does something here to defend this bishop with his queen. Even this, but well, that would give him a strong center. Got to figure out what to do with this bishop as well. It's not developed. This square, or this one at least. D2 might actually be better. Got my rooks connected then. I'm still... Okay, so can I threaten this first? If he takes, I take. If he doesn't take, I take. And if he takes with the pawn, well, no, then he's defending that square more times than I can attack it. So, but here, if he pushes me, I've got this, so he can't do that. If he, what else could he do? Develop his bishop? No, he can't develop his bishop to those squares, so he might just go here or here. In which case I break this, he comes back. I go here, or I could push this up. So I think I like c3. It's probably a longer think than maybe it had to be, but I need to start attacking his center, especially if he's trying to bring in this pawn. Capture here, I've also got the open b file, and I can set up my bishop here, potentially, rather than going out this way. Okay. So here I've got this. What changes with this move? Obviously he wants to attack that. So if I played this, he plays this. Do I lock up? Or do I take this? Okay, let me do a quick calculation. So if I take, he takes, I take, he takes, and he's got 2 pawns here. I've got my pawns here. I've got this file's open, so I can probably pop my bishop here. I'm worried about my queen. Maybe have ideas like this and going out this way. I think I've got to do this though. I am also giving him the B file here. Now if I take here, he takes back like this, I take back like that. So I take, he takes, I take. That's materially even. So I think that's okay. And then I can maybe bring my queen over and start looking like that. Obviously, if he captures with the pawn, I just take with the... Okay, I missed that. Oh, wow. Okay, I still do this. I think if he takes with the pawn, I've got this. Although... double here. I double here. It is getting complicated. Okay, here. If I put my bishop there, dropping my knight. So I don't think I do that. If I go here though, here, I go here, capture like that. I go here. Go here, he captures with the queen. I've still got this. Okay. Now I'm realizing I can't go here without dropping this pawn. So what are my ideas now? Bring this rook over to d1. That also, this skewer, so if he were to take me here, I take him, he takes. At least at the end of that I don't have a rook sitting there. Could I play this move here? Takes, I take. Do I push f4 in this position? Or do I develop my rook? So in this one, if I went here, and then this idea happened where he goes, well, he could go here. Okay, so I need to swing the rook over, I think. He could sack his bishop, right? He sacks his bishop. I have to take back or I'm losing my rook. Yeah. I think I do this. Don't think he does that. I'm defending that amply. H3 is not doing anything. It's a tricky position. His queen is in a really annoying spot. If I push my queen here, tried to force a trade. Okay, so he's continuing to be annoying here. So if this happens, this happens. This happens, this happens. This happens. Do I drop my bishop back? Or actually no, I can't. He can't take this without me taking back with my queen. So I think here works. He can't go here. Could obviously go here, but I could... I think I want to attack him and sort of try to dissolve some of this. But if I go here, he takes me, I take him. He takes me. My rook isn't hanging there. I can move it somewhere. Bishop here. What happens? Knight can't go there. Let's try this. I don't think he can attack this with other pieces, so it would require his queen to move. And to do that... Or is this back to the question, the original question? If I go here... Well, no, he has to take with the bishop. Okay. Take... Sorry, let me calculate this really quickly. Here, 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 here. Here, 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 something like that. I don't think it's losing, but I don't think it's... Okay. Could I play rook here now and look at this? Is that just too greedy? Probably is. Should I be pushing this pawn up? Could go here to add another defender to that. Okay. He takes pawn. Okay. I don't think there's any... If I take this, he takes me, I take him, he takes me. So I think I just take this with the rook. Here. Okay. How did I end up down a piece there? Down a rook. Go here. What happened here? Okay, I think I'm losing this game. I need to look at that in the end. Here. Just attack. I get my rook, get my bishop active, I guess. Okay. This is hanging. So before I go, well, here he has to move the rook first. Back to here though. So rook here instead, he can't infiltrate this file. Then if he takes this, I take this. I feel like this is his next move. Obviously can't push this up because of this pawn, so I'd probably have to do that. But I need to move my rook first, obviously, after he plays this. I'd love to see him defend that like that. I don't think he will. Okay. He does similar though with this, if it could be my next move. So is here a good idea? Comes down here, I've got this. I think I've got to play fast anyway, so here, I think, well, he's got this. I think he's gonna see that to prevent. No, okay. Okay. Now this is a worry. So I think I play this first. I need to play this as well. But I can play this move after he tries to infiltrate. If he does start infiltrating as well, I can also try to play for the mate. Although, actually, should I have done that? I can always try to grab that pawn on my next move. Unless, of course, he does this, which doesn't really accomplish anything because my king's defending this. Unless he was to come up here and start chopping away my pawns from behind. But that'd be slower than just doing this. Going to this square, sorry. So I think my next move could be that. Then just to duck home. And maybe to start pushing a pawn. If this guy even were to go here, well, here I guess. Here I go here. Here I go here. I've got to be careful about his knight as well though. But I can't imagine he'll let me get away with the back rank, so he might even just play this now. It's materially equal though now. I need to really have a look at that line because I miscalculated badly. Really badly. Is it worth kicking his knight away? I've also got this next. That probably scares him enough. Oh, actually, this is there, so he can't. I can't go there with my rook. I think I did look at that, actually. So, I'm curious as to what the evaluation will say here. I think he's looking better in terms of king safety, piece activity, probably his pawn structure as well. It'd be lovely to dislodge this and then push this, but I can't imagine he's going to just start doing pawn moves now anyway. But this guy's annoying because that would be a great move to play here. So you come here and then maybe come back across, try to, or come back across to here at least so that I can attack something else. Interesting game. I also played badly in the opening, which I can now acknowledge. If I went here, here, here as well, might be a thought. Would this be an easier way to dislodge this pawn as well? He captures me, I do this. I mean, that's getting a bit dicey. I think this is the longest think my opponent's had in this one. If he does this, would it be meaningful to try to trade? It'd be up a pawn. I'd have a bishop and a king rather than a knight and a king. And I'd also have a passed pawn to try to maneuver to. So I'm seeing some attacking options in the end here. Which might not actually work. Here, if I were to go here, he could take... although I was saying that my next move might just be this. If that is his move, I suppose it still doesn't... that doesn't actually do anything. It'd have to be this. Yeah, this whole game I never liked my position, particularly being forced to guard that pawn with my queen right at the start. That was just an awkward square. Putting the queen on e2. Certainly didn't do me any favors. That wouldn't work because then I've got that. So yeah, I feel like he's going to play this. Or like he should be throwing his pawns at me, I think. My understanding of the endgame. If I were to do this, he can't. I don't think he would, but not just materially, but like his knight's doing nothing. That's fantasy. So I've got the option here to grab 2 pawns. I like the idea of grabbing this one because it sort of invokes a back rank threat, and it also offers a trade of rooks, which I think might favor me here. So 1, 1, 2, 1. Let's just go the quickest route for my king to get up here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I don't know. It's hard. I would have my bishop as well to guard these squares. So that would stop his king somewhat, right? If I were to get to say here, and then here, that cuts him off a few. And if I were to park my king here, try to park my king there. Although I think I've got to be on this side of the board to deal with the pawns. So he could do this. Would I just block like that? He does this. I do that. I think if he does a d5 push, I have to meet it with an e4 pawn of my own. This is currently blocking, I think, the best pawn for him to do that with. Potentially. Because, or would I just take... Then you'd start pushing this, so I've kind of got to keep it blockaded. Yeah, this is complicated. Again, I had a bit of a lucky break with that skewer on the rooks. Which, again, it's a nice tactic to find, but I shouldn't be winning games like that, I don't think. Not that this is one by any means, but I think you know what I mean. I shouldn't really be getting back into games off the tactics. I need to be calculating correctly. Like, those are passive moves that I think could work. This also blocks him coming there as well. And obviously, so if he went here and I went there, then he went up, well, that comes with check, so I couldn't play that move. And so I would lose a pawn, I think, in that scenario. Not sure if my opponent's really calculating or if he's just letting the clock run down. Sort of like a frustration thing, or being mad at me for not resigning. I don't know the psychology of some people. It's very reasonable that he's just thinking, but it's by far and away the longest think he's had in this game. It's an internet connection issue. He might have like a mate in 2 sequence, which he's about to blitzkrieg me with. Should also be funny. So if he goes here, how is he checking my king from this position? Guys, I'm sorry if this one does time out. I really hope it doesn't. But I hope you appreciated that sort of endgame analysis, I suppose. I'm really curious as to what the evaluation is, because the longer I've looked at this, I like it for me. Okay, I won on the clock, so that's not great. But let's have a look at the analysis here. Don't think I played very accurately. 86 accuracy. My opponent 82. Okay. And 0 blunders, 0 misses, 0 mistakes, but 4 inaccuracies. And I had 1 great move, which was right at the end here. And it looks like on the evaluation, I definitely was winning this one. So it's a shame because, like I've said, while I want my rating to go up, I also want to just be getting better at this game. I guess this is a better move. It makes it the Scotch. So okay. Oh, there was actually no reason to worry about this because I just had to move my king off the square. I was treating this like it was under attack at the start. It was just a normal developing move for him. So yeah, that was a really bad move, and I don't know why I did that. And I took a long time to think about it as well. I guess I've been playing too many days in a row with the black pieces, and just haven't had a King's Indian attack opening to set up for a while. But okay, so here to break in the center would have been stronger. Okay. And I was looking for that break all along, so that's... Yeah, it's a shame I missed this, because I think a lot of the complications later were tangled around this pawn, and, you know... anyway, let's have a look. Okay, that was a bad move. I should have just taken here. So this C3 move wasn't any good. Yeah, I completely missed that the knight was there, so that was just sloppy. Okay, so these are all pretty good moves. Okay. Yes, so this is what I was calculating. So here, go here, it's here. Okay. So I didn't find the computer line at all there. And there was actually a way for this one to sort of have the tension resolve without without trading pieces. So, excuse me. Here I move my rook across. I'm guessing that's inaccurate. Yeah. So I should have brought my bishop down, which was the move I did consider. He takes, I take with the rook. And that was... yeah, I played that way too quickly. I looked at it for probably 30 seconds. It didn't count the defenders. So here, I should have just dropped my queen back and probably played this. So here. Okay, that pawn that I did eventually find was sitting there. Yep. And then my opponent didn't play anymore. Which is really, it's a shame, because, yeah, I was winning in the position in this endgame, but I definitely wasn't. I don't think you could say I was winning outright. No questions asked, yeah. So this happens as I sort of wanted it to. Yep, he gets this. And I just push the pawns on this side. And now sorry, I'm a bit babbly here, but I would absolutely need to think through these moves. And I think I would be bringing my king across. I guess because there's still a knight on the board. Maybe not. Here, I'd probably grab this pawn, I think. Oh no. Yeah, okay. That actual tactic of pushing the pawn behind a captured pawn with the bishop, it's something that like I actually probably need to get some game practice with, so I don't make that mistake. But here, is that an okay move? That's what I think I would have liked to have played. So then he blockades. Now do I bring my king in? Yeah, preempt this. Okay, check. Okay, now the king gets active. But he has to stay here, right? Yes, okay. Okay. Or was it pawn capture? Yes, okay. Yeah, so I had a totally winning position actually at the end. Again, as a result of finding this tactic. Yeah, so I thought this. Sorry, I thought this. And then... guess it doesn't change things too much. Yeah, he gives himself an escape square. And I can take that. No, I can't. I can check. He moves down. And this is like a slightly winning position for white. But yeah, that was a good game in many ways. I think like two things that are like recurring issues for me are knowing when to break in the center. So yeah, should have played this. I'm also conscious like I should be developing. It's this position. It's not great for white. It's slightly down, but not terrible either. Anyway, I won't ramble for too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you can forgive the fact that it ended a little bit boring. but sometimes that happens. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.